quickly toppled someone. He thought it was his beard. Dede was very pressed for someone to fence it. Because some local went there and knew that it wasn't the same flavor like he had before. And they asked the lady that was waiting to go and say, who did this? And said the lady. So now, the scene did not require slapping the lady. Some local came on stage and gave the job. They never wanted to say this was not required. He gave him the second one and then told him, yes, you're welcome, my son. He was trying to understand what's the correlation. You're welcome, and he slapped that. He said, sometimes in Calcutta, that's how we welcome people we love. So I learned that. But you see, I learned also that the stage is not just giving, is how we get to see the other side of things that we never thought about. Sometimes it is the stories that are told, it is how it is told. The closest some of us have gotten to theater is watching it on TV and just asking, how many of you saw The Village Headmaster? So somebody is wondering, no, I never had a village headmaster at school in Lagos. Alright, so it showed you what tradition was, it showed you how administration of policies and the judicial system was back in the days. I know that some of you also remember Ichoku. Ichoku was a reflection of lack of education or half of it, and how it affected a lot of people. So the journey of the theater dated back to people like Herbert Ogunde and even the traveling theaters. The traveling theaters back then would take about like 4 or 5 great talented actors who will go from village to village. They have singers, musicians, dancers, gaffers, all of them making sure that the production worked well. But the journey has brought us here today. I want to thank the Lagos State government and one person particularly that I'd like to ask that will give a round of applause is a woman we called EAP. Please give her a round of applause. And I believe that all of you that are gathered here today are here to see something wonderful. Please bear in mind that the actor is not acting for himself, but is acting for what you may not have the time to say. So please join me as we enjoy the rest of the evening. You're welcome, everyone.
The power of the words, the passion of the performance. Each play, a tapestry woven with threads of tradition and modernity, of joy and sorrow, of struggle and triumph. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the Kano city halls, Nigerian theatre is a beacon of light, a call to the soul. It challenges, it inspires, it transforms. It is a mirror reflecting the beauty and complexity of our society, a voice for the voiceless, a celebration of our shared humanity. Come, step into the world of Nigerian theatre. Let it ignite your imagination, stir your emotions, and leave you breathless. For in this sacred space we are all connected, we are all storytellers, and we are all part of the grand narrative of life.
In 2004, we started a journey. By 2013, we started a musical revolution with the creation of Saru, the musical. Today, we start another huge journey in creating our own international festival. The world is going to come and see the beauty of Nigerian arts, performances, spectacle. Join us as we celebrate the craft, the art, the incredible talent of Nigerian performers on stage. See you at the Lagos International Theatre Festival.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, He introduced me as someone who's been on the tube, so please pardon me if I read from a prepared speech. Because for over 40 years, I have been reading out of the teleprompter. So I'm not as creative as you creative artists. But much more importantly, I'd like to depend on what I've written, so I wouldn't misquote it. That's how we're taught in the industry. As we used to say in the newsroom, con don't land. That day is here. So it is with great pride and immense joy that I welcome you all to the grand opening of the Lagos International Theatre Festival. Tonight, we gather under the inspiring theme, Culture Unmasked. What a powerful call to action. As the world continues to evolve and sometimes homogenize, this festival reminds us to pause, to reflect and rediscover the richness of our diverse cultural heritage. Culture, as we know, is more than tradition. It is the beating heart of the people, the lens through which they view the world, and the bridge that connects generations. But in many ways, culture wears a mask. One crafted by modernization, globalization, and sometimes neglect. So it's our responsibility as artists and cultural custodians to unmask it, reveal its beauty, and celebrate its essence. This year, the Lagos International Theatre Festival invites us to do just that. Through the language of drama, dance, music, and poetry, we will unveil the myriad stories that define who we are as individuals and communities. These stories will remind us that art is a universal connector, transcending borders, uniting us in laughter, tears, and reflection. Over the coming days, you will experience performances that challenge your perspective, exhibitions that immerse you in the past and future, and discussions that ignite a spark of innovation and dialogue. I urge you not just to watch, but to engage. Let every scene, every note, every moment inspire you to unmask the cultural gems within yourself and share them to the world. A festival of this magnitude would not be possible without the tireless efforts of the organizers, the dedication of our talented performers, and the support of our sponsors and partners. To all of you, I say, thank you for making this vision a reality. But many thanks, as has been said, are due, and indeed a tremendous debt of gratitude to a woman whose vision, passion, and unwavering commitment have brought us to the defining moment. The remarkable Bolanle Austin Peters. Her work has not only redefined the Nigerian stage, but has also breathed new life into a theatre industry that was once on the brink of obscurity. Through her trailblazing productions and dedication, Bolanle has reminded us of the immense power of storytelling and the role of the arts in shaping our society. Tonight, we honor her as a true custodian of our culture and as a champion of Nigerian theatre. found wanting, and my constituency quarrels with me, behind every successful woman is a man. And a daughter. But we also recognize the incredible efforts of the festival director, the talented cast, and the hardworking crew who have worked tirelessly to bring this vision to life. Your creativity, passion, dedication have laid the foundation for what promises to be a world-class event. This festival is a testament to your commitment to excellence and your belief in the transformative power of theatre. And again, as has been said, we are also very grateful to the Lagos State government for their invaluable support in making this dream a reality. As we embark on this exciting journey, let us celebrate the power of theatre to connect, inspire, and transform. This festival is not just a platform for performances, it is a call to reclaim our stories, amplify our voices, and share our culture with the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what promises to be the best event in the year 2024. May it be the beginning of a new era for Nigerian theatre and a source of inspiration for generations to come. Thank you, and let the magic of theatre continue. Thank you very much.
They did it well and helped tell the stories that everybody wanted to hear. They did not just tell the story, they lived it. And such sacrifices cannot God be celebrated. So tonight, we're going to invite up another man who has given platforms for most of all these stories to be told. Please welcome Senator Ben Bruce. Give him a round of applause. Alright, so the first award will be going to the man who, sir, you face him. He just made common sense. Ladies and gentlemen, please, the first person we're going to give an award here today is someone who has taken the torchlight and spread it on with different candles and continues to do so. And his name is Shegun Adefila. Please welcome him.
To a great producer and an actor. I don't know who you follow. Is it Herbert Ogunde? Did you know him? He was a great man in my generation. I just want to say congratulations on behalf of the Lagos International Theatre Festival. You are really a great man, Mr. Shegun. Congratulations, good luck, and keep acting.
First of all, I want to say a very big thank you to the organizers of this event, to Mrs. Bola and Mr. Peters, the Lagos State government, to all the event guests. I'm shocked, so all I'm saying now is coming from, I don't know where it's coming from. But I must confess that we are here with her today because she's been a visionary for a very long time. When we're based in Bariga anyway, I work with young people in the community, and we walked up to her. She didn't know me from nowhere. We walked up to her and said that was in 2006. She said we were looking for a space to perform. We didn't have the time to get a space. And for 16 months, we were running in a space free of charge. And then this. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. The next one is going to a man who is a method actor, a teacher of actors, an actor's actor, a man whose expression and
delivery of lines and characterization is awesome anytime. And just his name will make you know why. Please welcome Big Boy.
Had such great things about you. You know how to talk. You know how to talk. Listen, congratulations on behalf of the biggest international theater festival, Mr. Bimbo. Isn't that a lady's name? That was no mistake when your parents wanted a girl, right? They wanted you, and they're happy you become such a big superstar. Okay, on behalf of the Lagos International Theatre Festival, Mr. Bimbo Manuel, you're a terrific guy. Congratulations, good luck, and enjoy the rest of your life.
Thank you very much, Senator. I'll not say anything. I'll just say thank you.
Yeah, no, once you don't pay them, they don't talk. They're actors, I know them. Please, ladies and gentlemen, Big Woman, Big Woman, another round of applause. Now, for a very big fish. And for this big fish, I think he will see wherever he is and understand that beyond giving him the award, we appreciated it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please let's give a round of applause for Wally Shoyinka Prof. And his award will be received by another legend, Jide Kosoko.
Taking this award on behalf of the great one. I remember the other day I met Professor Wally Shoyinka at the airport. I went up to him and I said, Prof, I hope as you get into Abuja, you're not going to say anything, you're not going to create any problems, you're not going to try to overthrow the government. I said, where are you going? He said he had a meeting. I said, whatever you do, the president is my friend. Not a long time ago now. He said, the president is my friend. Try not to create any problems for Nigeria. He promised a week later, he did not keep his word. On behalf of the Lagos International Theatre Festival, you are receiving this award from Professor Wally Shoyinka. He's my idol, a great man. Nigeria loves him. We need him. And we want him to live for another 50 years. All right.
On behalf of our father, the Ugo himself, Professor Wole Shoyinka, I received this award and I say a big thank you to the organizers of Lagos International Theatre Festival. I will deliver it.
All right, as I leave you now, I want you to know that Bolanle has been a friend of mine for many years, and I need to clarify this. She is the only woman that I have met in my life through her son, and he was only 5 years old. This is very unusual, but that's the first time I met her. And from that day till today, she has been an incredible inspiration for everybody. We are very proud of her. There's no two people. And finally, great things come in little sizes. Thank you.
of applause. That's a special performance. Please give them a round of applause. It's a movie, and we want you to have a slice of it.
You hear me? Wow. You guys are so beautiful. Took the 63 years for God to make it right home. I was actually looking at my ancestry today on the phone with Jim was showing me around. And it's all over West Africa. It's like 35% Nigeria. So, I feel so much. There? Okay, cool. Anyway, my name is E. Stanley Richardson. I'm an actor, producer from the USA. I live in Florida, North Central Florida. And I am also my county's poet laureate, so I love writing. And what I create is always drum beats, African drum beats, rhythm in my spirit. So whenever I write, there's a rhythm to it. And I'm just sitting back by myself in the back, listening to all the music, all the performances, and I understand it better now. So this means a lot to me. People at home who are very close to me, who know my innermost thoughts and desires, they know that I've always wanted to come to Africa. I had no idea how or when, and I got this opportunity. And I know it's nothing but my ancestors and God always in there to make this happen for me. And this is, I can't really put it in words. I came here to do a play. The play is called Saxophone and the Warlord. It's about Louis Armstrong, who became the world's greatest trumpet player. He's the father of jazz. And jazz music is the only original art form that was created in America. I think maybe hip-hop is now, but at the time it was jazz. And Louis Armstrong was born in the most impoverished condition you could imagine. His mother was a prostitute. He loved his mother. And he would have to, he had garbage cans, and they would go, it was really an impoverished situation. And he did all this, born under segregation. So he got in trouble with the cops when he was 12 years old. And that's how he could have played him. He had to connect with a strong, powerful, connected white man to make it. So he did that too. At the time, he was, this is 1901 when he was born. He died, I think it's 1971. This performance is the last performance that he did before he passed away. And it's at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. That's significant because when he was young and playing, he could play in a hotel, but he couldn't sleep there. So the fact that he's playing there now and sleeping there, it means a whole lot to him. Little things like that. So I don't have but a few minutes, so I can't do a lot. I want to tell you a little bit about the play. It's a one-man play. I play 3 characters. I play Louis Armstrong, I play his white Jewish manager, Joe Glazier, and I play Miles Davis. So I hope you come see the show. It is Sunday, November 17th at 3 o'clock at Terra Function. And I'm going to give you a little snippet of the characters and how I present them. So, 12 years old. 12 years old. I got myself in trouble with the cops. They'll throw my ass in jail. Ship me off to the colored wave farm the next day. After reform school, just after the time. Kind of like a military school for colored boys who fuck up. Everything different away from it. Everything started on time.
Eat that beautiful, get out of bed, wash your face, go to school. Food wasn't no damn good, but you got it 3 times a day, right on time, and it's safe. You ain't got to worry about getting your ass cut while you're not looking. Go to bed, lights out, 9 sharp. Smell the flowers, azaleas, honeysuckle, magnolias, sweetest mango. They had a brass band at that place. I wanted to play in that band more than anything in the world. Put on that fancy uniform with the big shiny brass buttons and go marching down the street. So they feel I wasn't worth nothing because I come from Storyfield. But I worked and I worked. Pretty soon before you know it, I'm playing the first cornet in that band. Sometimes what seems like bad luck turned out to be good luck. See, that's where it all started. I learned to read the little black notes, saying what the Saints go marching in, saying classical too. I bet you thought it was sex, this, that deep stuff, didn't you? You know how far Lou and I go back? All the way back to when they first come to Chicago to play with Papa Joe Oliver and the Creole Jazz Band. I mean, my God! I ain't never heard nothing like it. I mean, Joe was pretty good. I mean, he used to be the best coordinator man in all of New Orleans. But even then, Louis did not get his pick in America. So when he went out on his own, I grabbed it. But we went to the Sunset Club. I put a big sign out front that said, world's greatest trumpet player, because that's what he was. And then he was off to New York. I figured, never gonna see him again. But then 7 years later, I get this call. He's broke, he's scared, he's got dancers falling up his ass. He says, save me, Mr. Gray, save me, be my manager. So what I gotta do? I started driving over to Louis. I dropped all my other businesses. From then on, he was my business. Now, you just met Joe Glaze. All y'all know me already. I'm Louis Armstrong. So, if you want to see more of this show, I want y'all to come out to Territoria on November 17th, that's on a Sunday, I believe. 3 o'clock. Don't be late now. Back home, they call it CP time. Colored people time. We always show up late. So, I want to break that stereotype because I'm home with my people. Y'all look so beautiful. I so appreciate y'all inviting me here.
I say now, so I'm like PJ English, I mean. Father. All right, please. Let me say something. When I started doing stand-up comedy, I want to thank the USIS. And then they were at Netibias. I had to dig into why stand-up comedy was so big in the US. And in understanding and reading about it, I found out that the blacks actually created stand-up comedy. Yes, you can applaud. Yes, we created stand-up comedy. And I'll tell you how. When I read it, it was just like a rebel. So, what happens is, the farm owners will gather the people around in the evenings because they work from 6 a.m. in the morning to 6 in the evening. And so they freshen up and do everything. By 8, he's eating his dinner, he'll come and sit down and have them perform. And so only those who wanted to have the next day free will stand up to perform. So they'll sit on the ground, and if you have a story to tell, you stand up. And they will say these things in the worst of all English language, and that is the Creole, and they'll come and perform. But one thing, why I'm trying to link this now, one of the things that our blacks did then was that because they came from different parts, the Kanuris, the Lupe, the Ashantis, the Zulus, they didn't understand each other's language. And so every time they came out to play music, they played only the instrumentals, which was why we created jazz. Because we didn't need to speak, we just played. And so that didn't clap. And so you would also understand that after creating jazz music and playing it in the farm for so long, when everything ended, they ended up at New Orleans. Because that was the home of jazz. Because you speak Yoruba, this one speaks Kanuri, this one speaks Calabari, the other one, and we don't understand each other. But when we play music, it's clean and clear. The other thing that I need to talk to you about now is fashion. Most of the clothes that we had to wear then, because we work in very hot and hard environment back then, we used to leave our bodies open because of the sun. And so when we then got there in cotton fields, we needed to protect our bodies from cold. And so we started wearing those thick clothes. For those of you who have seen most of the movies that were done, you'll see that we started getting used to those clothes. But fashion is now part of us. So we'll let you first see, so that's why some people will not have survived. Sonia, they said the first night when they woke up, they were all shivering. And nobody saw, they wore those clothes, but nobody saw them. Because they wore winter jacket, they were playing off key. So he said that one of them was saying, Baba, I'm not coming with you. He said, me, I'm not coming back. But ladies and gentlemen, our costumes still tell a lot about our history. And one of the places that our costumes make sense is the theater. Because we show the clothes, and costumes help to drive home the characterization of anyone. So please help us welcome, all the way from Benin, Oba Tope. Give them a round of applause. They are taking their time, they have it.
Ashanti,
So, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the first time Dede Mabiaku took me to the shrine on Purple Street, and I was enjoying the show, and because I was a professional heckler from Ekuma, it was 1988, as I was heckling him on stage, he stopped the music and said, and so he was talking, I said, just yap me one, yap me 5 times and then I'll give you one. And he felt like I was very bold. So fella, what Dede was prompting me, yapa. So I told him, I said, Papa, just yap me 5 times and then I'll give you one. And he descended on me. Well, he had people who were all around that were laughing at everything he said. So when he finished, I said, Baba, something tells me that you were born on public holiday. He said, why? I said, because it looks like the nurses were not there to mold your head. That's why you have your own. I was told never to go to the shrine for a long time. Ofela had a bad mouth, and he was mostly right about our government. But just before we call on the fashion show that will depict some of these beautiful outfits, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to give Fela Abani a round of applause. I am the son of a military. To mind now. Every time you
it's fabulous. On my way here, I went back 40 years or so. My parents loved the theater, and they took me along once or twice. In fact, Dr. Gunde's name has been mentioned a couple of times here. I did attend some of his performances. One of my grandmothers was married into a home. And I remember backstage one of the performances, and they introduced me to the great man. And every minute or so, somebody would walk past and they would say, "Young man, that's my wife. Young man, that's my wife." And after wife number 6, I looked around to my mom to ask an innocent question, and the very darkened look that I got, I kept quiet. And it was fascinating, actually. And as a 10-year-old, I still have those memories of the theater. And so I'm not sure what the program is, but going forward, I think it's important that children are included as part of the plan. Because we never forget, and my love of theater today actually commenced as a very young child. So it's my pleasure now I've got your attention, I can speak about First Bank. It's my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the board, management and staff of First Bank. I believe First Bank needs no introduction globally. And our commitment to the creative arts and love of the theater dates back to the beginning of the bank. And by the way, for those who don't know, we are 130 years old. And that commitment is back to that commitment will continue to demonstrate year after year. Special congratulations to Terraculture and the Lagos State Government. Please clap. You know, working for First Bank, I have a very good appreciation of what it takes to put quality events together. And this is a quality event. When I walked in, I was really impressed, and I'm happy that First Bank is associated with the festival. It's not a night for speeches, at least from my perspective. I left my phone with my colleague just so I don't get tempted to start to read. But really it's just to show that First Bank is committed to the whole value chain of the creative arts, and we will continue to be supportive and continue to demonstrate that commitment by putting funding towards creative arts and theatre in Nigeria. And by the way, we do have representation across the continent, and again, that commitment extends right across Africa. And also in China and in London, where we have a footprint, again bringing that African flavor and that African culture into the European markets is something that we also buy. So on behalf of First Bank, like I said, and the board and the staff, welcome, and hoping that to be a thrilling few days of theatre. Thank you very much.
Kikalamon,
yes, sir.
are you preparing for your cousin Sabotage wedding?
Yes.
Very good. Want to back your video? And the material, the fabric is so good.
Yes.
Have you met him? I mean, Sabotage's husband?
No, I don't.
You have not met him? Ah, a very brilliant young man.
Oh, wow.
But you had his a doctor.
No.
Doctor Oxford trade. And one of the best in his class.
Wow.
Wow. You see that it is wow. And then, Ramon, did she tell you how they met? I mean, it's...
No. Perhaps I don't really talk like that.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣáàtì ẹ ní igi mú jìnnà sórí. You are far older than that.
That's me.
Yes, and you should be around 7 or 8
Daddy,
years.
it's just 5 years now.
Just 5 years?
5 years and 7 months to be precise.
She's about to wed. Whether it is 5 years or 7 years, does it really matter? What is the difference? Now listen, I will tell you how it is. You see, Ramota's father, that's your uncle. He's a friend to Said's father.
Wow, wonderful.
Wonderful. They now sat and just decided, well, let our children marry each other. And so be it. Wọ́n bá kó gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́, yóò bá lè di gbàgbà. Ìyàwó la fẹ́ ṣe. It's good. It's good. I'm happy we are on the same page. We are on the same page because I also have a friend. And I have a son. You understand? You understand what I am saying?
Daddy, I hope you're not saying what I'm thinking.
What do you think I am saying? Tell me, what in fact, that does not really matter. What is this thing I'm hearing about a man living in your house?
Sir?
Who is that man living in your house?
Nobody is, Daddy. Yeah, nobody is living in my house. It's just a terminal where we've been dating and he's a good man.
Hey, enough! Terminal call. Terminal to me. Just look at your mouth. Terminal.
Daddy, but
listen to me. I've waited for too long. Enough is enough. Immediately after Ramota's wedding, I will arrange it.
Daddy, in 2024,
will you keep quiet? I don't want to hear anything about this Tamen today. Tamen God. Tamen only. Nonsense. Don't tell me again. And let me tell you. Let me just tell you. It is not. What do I say? It is not.
Daddy.
No more terminal. Terminal. Listen. Immediately after Ramota's wedding, I will make that arrangement and after gbogbo ẹ̀fọ́ ilé ọkọ ya ọmọdé akọ́mọ́kọ́ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀mọ́túrẹ́ à ń ṣe ìgbéyàwó kíkẹ́ olólùfẹ́ ọmọ ní ìbàjẹ́ ilé ọkọ ya.
Daddy, wait now. Daddy, this is 2024.
All right, Gaffers. Don't cross country. And I did not, because as soon as I wanted to cross, an accident happened. You told me don't invest in that bank. I did not, and they folded off. You told me not to run for an election. I did not. And my friend that ran lost. So what were you when I got married? Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now the video is ready. Just to give full foundation to the Lagos International Theatre Festival. Please, let it play. How's that?
Ever since I came back from my studies outside, my immediate ambition and project was to set up a theatre company. But all of us combined did not achieve the longevity of terraculture.
Terraculture is one of the reasons why live theatre is still alive in Nigeria.
Let it be recorded that there is no way anyone is going to honestly tell the story of theatre in Nigeria, and there will not be a place of pride for Bolanle Austin Peters and terraculture.
The thing about terraculture is that you cannot think of it as terraculture alone. You must think of it as the singular vision of Bolanle Austin Peters. And that vision is to push the arts as far as it can possibly go.
Do you know how many jobs have been created over time?
Actors, dancers, singers, instrumentalists, heads of departments, costumiers, makeup artists, hairstylists, name it.
A large part of the actor I am today
was Rolling Terror.
I haven't told her, but I want to do, like, I'm itching to do another project with her, another theater project, because that's where I started my acting career, and that's it means.
Ololi has been consistently the biggest intervention theater has seen in the last 20 years.
She's created for us a niche area, something that we like to do abroad but now can do at home. And more importantly, to celebrate the colors, the culture, everything that comes with it, just being Nigerian.
The musicals were abroad, so I'm sure that they also contributed to the reputation of the Nigerian stage outside of Nigeria.
This guy in red and I did a play together in 2014. Awesome actor. Come on, all Thespians. All Thespians here, please come on. Come on. Give the applause going for them, please. This is my community. This is the community. Give them a round of applause. We do not have complimentary cards, we just hug, greet, and come on. All of you come up on stage, all Thespians. Even if your wife is acting up, tell her to come and do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this community deserves a round of applause. And I would like to ask BAP to please come join us. Come on. Give a round of applause. Keep the applause going till she gets there. You remember when French Cultural Center used to hold stage plays and all of that? Antoine, what's his name? Antoine, the French guy that was helping us. Antoine, thanks to wear Ankara. Yes. One day I was driving past there, it was raining. I said, do you want a ride? He said, we. I said, we outside before you come. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the thespians. Give them another round of applause. Can I have a photograph? And then for now, one fist up, everyone. One fist up. Sorry, I'm blocking the view of some of the people. This kind of pictures, this is the kind of picture that they give to federal government to share loans. Everyone say, yeah. Thank you very much. You can step down now, guys. That's all for the witness. And BAP, please remain on stage. Hey, where are you going? So, guys, I told this lady that she has to say something. She said, I don't want to say anything. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for coming out. This is the end of the evening. I hope you had a great time. I'd like to thank all those who made this possible, all the sponsors.
Can we put up all the sponsors and then all the sponsors you have? Yes, ahead. You can just scroll them like that or just, yes. So they're doing it now.
So thank you all for coming out. This is the first edition of the Lagos Theatre Festival, and I hope you enjoyed it. Next year you will be here to support us again. Special thanks to Channels Television, special thanks to my board, Mr. Carl Toriola, Mr. Adezakios, Dr. Silva, so many people here that are missing. Where's Jerry Lou? Everybody that has made this possible, amateur culture team, all the actors that have come here today to make this possible. We thank you, Lagos State Government. Yeah, this is a dream come true. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'd like the festival director to come and talk about this so that we all know what this is about. It's 4 days, it's 3 days, 2 days of show. We started on Thursday with the conversations. Now we have the play starting tomorrow and Sunday. Vanessa Jeff, she's the festival director.
All right, Sophia.
Good evening. Thank you everyone for joining us on this opening night of the Lagos International Theatre Festival. It's such an honor to have so many amazing and talented people with us tonight. The Lagos International Theatre Festival kicks off and it's going this weekend, the 16th and the 17th. We're at 4 locations: Terra Culture, Busan Center, the Glover Hall, and the University of Lagos. We have over 20 shows this year. And we have 3 international acts with us: the United States, Zambia, and South Africa. We've got children's shows, we've got your traditional theater, we've got site-specific theater that's happening on the lawn, we've got vendors that are going to be selling artifacts in food and drinks. It's going to be a fantastic weekend for everyone to come out and enjoy. If you'd like more information, please head to our website, www.lagosinternationaltheaterfestival.ng.
Thank you very much. Please write to us with the children, your friends, your staff. Let's make this a success. And yeah, thank you to everyone for coming out tonight. There'll be pictures taken out outside.
I'm good. Are you? Good evening too.
Very good, thank you. So how does it feel to be celebrating a festival, not just the indigenous festival, but taking it to the international level and stage theatre at that?
I am so happy. I have said it that the organizers are doing well to have put this together. It is a way of promoting unity and peace among the theatre industry in Africa. It is a way of exchanging our different tradition. It is a way of collaborating with others outside Nigeria, and I appreciate it so much.
That's very good. So we've seen the growth of movie and film, but how do you think that this festival or the theatre industry is going to impact the youth who are used to TVs and cassettes instead of the live performance?
Even if you are talking about social media and all these things, people don't have it before.
Yeah.
And when it comes, they embrace it, adapted to it.
Yes.
Now, a lot of them should just come and see stage performances. And they will key in.
Yeah. I'm also looking forward to that.
Thank you.
So are you going to perform it tonight?
Maybe.
Okay. We'll keep our fingers locked.
Okay then.
Thank you very much. How do you feel about seeing theatre arts being taken to the international level and to the point where there is a festival for it?
First of all, let's start that we have a culture. We have a culture in Nigeria. We don't tell enough of our culture. So it's important for us to have the history told, not only here and internationally. And seeing our story told internationally gives Nigeria a positive edge. It helps the economic power in Nigeria. You're employing people and you're really getting people to see the good side of what happens in Nigeria because we are very talented.
Also, how do you think, or what do you think is the best way to bridge the gap between the youth's lack of attention to theatre art and their absorption of the social media?
I honestly think this is changing. I think the youth are very creative, and theatre is creative. And this is a way for them to show themselves and show their value and show their experience because they are creative, and this is all about creativity, so you can be yourself in theatre. You don't have to pretend to be anybody else. Yeah.
Finally, what does theatre art mean to you personally?
Again, culture, fun, you learn, you get experience, and you also, it also allows you to see what happens not only in Lagos, all parts of Nigeria, because when you look at Nigerian theatre, it's not, you learn to actually learn other culture, whether it's Igbo, whether it's Hausa, whether it's Yoruba. So it has a lot of meaning, and it's actually entertaining, and you get to learn. You get to learn and enjoy.
How does it feel like to be a part of history being made in the theatre industry?
It's honestly, it feels incredible, to be honest. All of this coming together is, I would say, is exceptional work from BAP and the entire team. BAP is always known for collaborating with everyone, so it's no surprise that all of this has come to fruition. I know loads of people from the theatre industry have definitely been yearning and craving for something that celebrates them. The music industry has theirs, the film industry has theirs, and now theatre has its own, I guess, home. So it's amazing.
Okay, that's very good. I don't know if it is safe to say that theatre has been in the industry for so long, but due to the advent of social media and the likes, it is not very, very in there. Although we're celebrating the festival, how do you think that we can keep the culture of theatre art in place over the years to come?
Wow, that's actually very deep. You took me by surprise there. But to be fair, I don't think there's anything that can really replace theatre. I know that we're in a digitalized era and everything, but that touch, there's nothing that beats that, like physical touch, that smell of the stage and everything. You definitely cannot get that from some digital. So we just have to just make sure, I guess, productions are just better. We need more investment in theatre, so the production quality is amazing. They can use more props, pay the actors more, so they can perform better. So I think that's just it.
So lastly, what are you expecting from tonight's festival?
To be honest, as I said, anything that BAP touches turns into gold. Okay. So I'm expecting greatness. I'm also part of the planning committee of the festival. So fingers crossed. I'm looking forward to an amazing one.
Okay, so with that very, very sweet information, can you tell us what was the hardest part in the whole processing, the whole planning?
Wow. To be honest, I didn't. My own weight was pretty much with like logistics and stuff. So I do a lot of event planning. I host a lot of events. I also work on radio. So it wasn't too difficult for me. But I know that people like shout out to Vanessa and Vanessa on the team. Those are the people that literally, really, really, and the whole Terra Culture team that are really dogging it out. So big shout out to them. So.
Thank you very much. Well, it is really amazing to be standing here with you. I must
Thank
say.
you. Thank
so
you.
quickly, to not waste your time, I'm just
Yes.
going to ask. Well, it is safe to say that theatre has been here for so long. But how do you think that we can bridge the gap for the youths, their openness to theatre and their absorption of social media? How can we bridge that gap for them to be more aware of the theatre act?
Well, some of the things that Balale is doing, the incredible marketing that she does for theatre, that's very important. You cannot tell people that there are shows going on if they don't know about it.
Definitely.
Yes, and so that's a culture that needs to be imbibed by all theatre companies. Now, also, we need to have shows constantly. We cannot have shows only at festive times of the year. We need to have shows all year round. Yes. Yes.
And lastly, how does it feel like to witness today where theatre arts has been celebrated, and not just locally, but internationally? How does it feel to be part of the history?
Of me now. Because of course I feel good.
Yes.
Of course I feel good.
Okay, so what should we be looking forward to as a theatre enthusiast? What should we be expecting from the industry?
From the industry?
Yes.
Wow. A lot. There's room for so much. There's room for so much. There's room to celebrate the works of our established writers. There's room to have new works. There's room to celebrate the musical. There's room for so much. The sky's the limit.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much.
It's
given. Yes, it is. Okay. Hello, how are you doing? Good evening.
Good evening.
You're giving the Bridgerton style, and I love it. I mean, your outfit.
Well, no, they said I should come as the greatest showman. That was the theme for tonight, girl. Greatest showman. I hit it? Did I hit it?
You hit it. You did. So how long have you been in the theatre industry, or how long have you known about theatre industry? Yeah.
No, so I've been in theater for 2 decades. I come from theater in Israel, where I was acting, teaching, directing, and producing for stage.
Okay.
And then I came here in 2016, end of 2015, 2016, and started working with SPAN, the Society of Performing Arts Nigeria, and did a masterclass there, and directed a play, a musical, and then directed a few other things on stage, and I also act. So I think so I had a stage performance actually sometime this year in May, with the QIB Productions.
Oh, okay.
It's called Our Brother's Wedding. And then 2 years ago I was with BAP Productions on Death of the King's Horseman.
Okay, that's
so it's been very, very...
I can see your journey. I can see the growth.
Yes, one of the stage shows I produced was in 2017. It was a dance show depicting the culture and history of Lagos and the Yoruba.
That's deep.
It was, and it was all like a fusion of costumes and music and dance, and Ice Nweke choreographed it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it was really
That's
special.
very good. So what do you think has changed in the past 22 decades in the theatre industry?
What's changed in the past 2 decades? Well, I've only been here almost a decade, not yet.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay.
But I think theater has become more approachable.
Okay.
More approachable. I remember when I came here at first, there was only maybe like 3 venues for theater, and most of the plays were in Pidgin, which was difficult for me.
Oh, okay. I understand.
At the time, not anymore.
Okay, that's good.
And it's like become this very casual thing. There's plays everywhere. There's plays in English. There's more daring, I think. Yes.
That's very good. That's very good. So, as somebody that is an international body in the theatre industry, how do you think that the Nigeria theatre firm can further broaden their horizon in the international level?
Funny, you mentioned that because it was COVID time, I went with Segun Edefila to do a Wole Soyinka play in Israel with the Israeli African Theatre. And those are the kind of collaborations that well, I don't know need, but I mean, we're doing great on our own.
Definitely.
We don't need anything, but if we want, that's part of it. And I think actually Segun is pretty good at that. That collaboration with other theater companies and entities of theater abroad, be it by composing music together for a piece, or writing together, or any collaborative work. And that goes for anything creative, really. Any collaborative work.
Okay, so you're saying that more collaboration will be good for the industry to further broaden their horizon and express
across
their
borders.
uniqueness.
Yes.
Okay. So overall, what are you expecting from tonight's festival?
I'm expecting to see the exits of the 2 shows that we're about to see.
Okay.
I'm super curious because I saw some snippets of other things this week, and they are
spectacular,
special, very special.
Okay.
Whoopsie.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was nice chatting with you. And
Thank you.
Have an amazing evening.
You too.
You're welcome.
Very much. Thanks.
How do you feel right now?
I'm elated. I'm excited that this is happening. It's been long coming, and we're finally here. It's wonderful to be able to bring together the theatre community in Nigeria. And we're super excited about this.
Exactly. And just the last question before I let you go. Lagos is, of course, coming with theatre.
Yes.
What's the plan to move it ahead outside of Lagos?
As it is, we have people participating from all over the world. So the hope is that as we expand, as we get bigger and bigger, we'll probably move outside of Lagos as well. And the most important thing is that people are coming together and they're all coming to Nigeria and they're making things work. We're happy about this.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Guys, can I go, please?